Okay, 3, 2, 1, I'm already recording. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 24 of the Dark Rooms podcast. I'm Psychic with Ozone and Inky. Underscore couldn't make it. He's at a Christmas party.
Sadly.
He's doing this thing called enjoying life. Like, ugh.
I can't imagine doing such a thing.
Me neither.
Forsaking your FNaF podcast.
Family or FNaF podcast? I think we all know what we're doing.
Actually having a life, I can't comprehend it. Like, good for him. Good for him, but we're here, alone.
We're here.
But it's okay, because we can talk to each other.
Yes, we have each other still.
Through the power...
unlike him, we have lives.
No,
it's the other way around.
Ozone.
Anyway, we're on a big old side tangent. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dark Rooms podcast. Today, we are doing a very special episode because we might have just solved FNaF thanks to the Freddy Files, the Ultimate Guide.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, no.
Guys, gotta get the clicks. We gotta get the clicks.
We gotta get the clicks.
In all seriousness, we got some big lore discussions in the Ultimate Guide.
Today we're going to hurt our brains.
By thinking.
But it appears, oh no, I see them outside.
Oh, it's time again.
It's the weekly scoop.
Yes,
it's the weekly scoop again.
I
thought they died.
Your faces, great.
I thought they died.
They didn't die. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah, one of them pushing the.
Let's just let them.
You know what? Well, let's let them in, and then let's let Ozone fix his mic because it keeps cutting out. So come on in, guys. Get this over with.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Weekly Scoop. I'm your host, Walt Waterman, and we are not a weekly thing, and I don't know why that's our title. If my voice sounds a little different, it's because I was thrown off a bridge.
Mr. Waterman, speaking of such, where's Overline? He was here last time.
Well, you see, Overline. He threw me off a bridge. So I did the same.
Revenge, Mr. Waterman?
I lived to see another day.
How romantic.
That's not what I would describe it as. But anyway, let's get into the news with physics. It's been a long time no see. Do the thing.
Thank you, Mr. Waterman. First up, ladies and gentlemen, we're there in a couple days. Actually, when is this going up? In a couple of days, from when this is going up, Security Breach will release the most anticipated FNaF game in the last couple years. In fact, it's the only game in the last couple years.
Wait, that's now? That's happening? Oh. Wow.
Sorry about that.
I didn't know.
Yeah. In other news, local news reporter gone missing. We can skip that one. In other news, some news came from Daco's charity livestream. Mr. Scott Cawthon is playing Crab Game. That's the most important news.
Yeah, that sounds important to me.
Anyways, so, in real news, Daco has shared some of his interview with Steelwool. And they are talking about how there's more than 3 levels of the mall, how it's going to take a while to beat the game, and how it has a price of $40 and a size of 70 gigabytes.
That's more than my salary. And
That's
any of
so
yours,
romantic.
for that matter.
Wait, we're supposed to have salaries? Do we get paid?
Keep going. There's more news to cover.
More news? Okay. Actually, no. That's it. Thank you, Mr. Waterman.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's get this thing on the road. Okay. Oxygen. Yeah. Do the other thing. I'm out of practice. I got thrown off a bridge.
Hello everyone, I'm Oxygen and this is the Fazbear Forecast.
Recently, the Ultimate Guide was released, and it's got a lot of bombshells. Ooh, yummy. Underscore has been crying a tsunami because the Fazbear Entertainment archives were a wasteland of death, hopelessness, and despair. And some fun recipes. The Felix the Shark storm has come earlier than expected, with the whole book leaked a whole 2 months early. These meteorologists need to get their act together. Anyway, hey, we also got a description for the character encyclopedia, so that's cool, I guess. I'm sick of the weather puns. I've been Oxygen, and that was the Fazbear forecast.
That is indeed the fact. Anyways,
Yeah.
Oxygen. Are you feeling okay? Maybe you've caught a cold. Your voice keeps cutting out.
Maybe she damaged her larynx just like I did falling off a bridge.
Speaking of falling off a bridge, who's gonna do the FNaF AR news? 'Cause there is some.
What FNaF AR news? We never needed him.
Should I do it? Because there actually is some this time.
Oh, actually, no. Just tell me and I'll do it.
Okay.
You know, you're just saying. I don't.
Say the news, Waterman.
What?
Say the news.
I don't. FNaF AR is doing something very big, very cool. And who am I kidding? No, they're not. They're just sitting around. I don't know. You know, Oxygen, are you with me here? Like FNaF AR, just kind of yeah.
No.
Okay, maybe I have to throw you off a bridge next. Sorry, my damaged larynx. It's getting the best of me. You know,
what's a larynx?
Isn't that a Pokemon?
I think we've overstayed our welcome, everyone. The Dark Rooms guys are looking at me kind of strange, kind of funny. I think we should get going.
Wait, Oxygen. There's something I need to tell you.
Ozone?
Ever since you walked through the dark room's door, I couldn't see your face because it was too dark. But your voice was beautiful, and your presentation skills were impeccable. And that time you accidentally messed up in the first sentence, it was so adorable.
What is going on?
I only call you here so I can get to see you, or not see you because it's so dark in here. But when I'm near you, I feel like I can really breathe.
Well, okay.
Oxygen,
Mr.
I have
Waterman,
just one question
what's
for
going
you.
on?
Will you marry me?
What?
What?
Yes!
Ozone?
Yes!
Okay.
Well, sorry, I interrupted a bit. So
Ozone,
back to your
Ozone. I need to talk to you real quick. Come here.
We need to get them out of here. Can we shoo them away?
Listen, get out of. Listen, just you did your news reporting thing. Get out. Get out of the podcast.
Fine.
Bye!
Boy.
I sound like a child at the end.
That was weird.
So do we want to get to the ultimate guy?
Sure!
Woo! All right, time to get to the actual part of the video where we talk about the FNaF AR. Am I right?
So
I do love the paid DLC that isn't out yet, even though it was supposed to be out in November.
So this is going to be an interesting episode for me because I'm going to have to rely solely on screenshots. I do not have this book.
I have the book.
Psychic has the book. Ladies and gentlemen, we are saved.
Should I go grab it from the bookshelf?
Yeah, probably.
Right, here, let me also turn on the light in here, because I need to be able to read.
Whoa! That's not the Dark Rooms then. Hold on. Okay, entertain the podcast.
God, I can see all your faces.
Entertain the podcast while I grab the book.
Have you ever wondered when Superb Barnacle will come out? The answer is this Thursday. That's right. It will release the same time as Steel Wool's ripoff game, Security Breach. That's right.
Anyways.
Walmart's Superb Barnacle is a competitor for Security Breach. And it will win. That's right.
Okay. I got the book.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Alright, so
I was getting into that, sorry.
Yeah,
we have the ultimate guide, boys.
Oh.
Let's go. We got it. I was gonna show you guys, but I actually can't because I'm.
What little secrets? What secrets does it hold?
Actually a lot. So, where do you want to start?
I have no idea.
Let's start with what we were most excited for last time, and that being Chapter 13, the Freddy Fazbear Entertainment Archives.
Yeah, I don't actually know what was in those. Can you
Alright,
elaborate?
so, okay, let's see here. I need to get, okay, so.
And it's like, what, like 30 pages? Like, what's in there?
Okay, Chapter 13, Fazbear Entertainment Incorporated Archives. Over the years, Fazbear Entertainment and its associate enterprises have accumulated an archive of documents as winding and varied as the company itself. From recipes to soap opera scripts, blueprints and schematics to training tape transcripts, pour over the treasure trove of documents straight from the source.
I knew it was going to be something like this. I knew it.
So, we can. Oh, do you guys want to make some Fredbear Twisted Pizza? You need 2 1 pound loaves of Freddy Fazbear Entertainment bread, frozen bread roll dough, tomato
Psychic,
sauce.
I said no.
Okay. How about Chica's Golden Cupcake Pizza?
Flashback to the time when Underscore was like, I'm over 100% sure that this is gonna solve the FNaF timeline.
Ooh, do you guys want to make some Eggs Benedict?
So glad that you was proven wrong.
Ooh, Foxy Cove Cooler.
To be fair, this is good video content for me. So
do you guys
on the bright
do you guys
side,
want to make pirate plunder bars?
On the bright side, we will no longer go hungry in here. We have tons of recipes.
Yes. After that, we get the FNaF phone guide transcripts. Night 1. Hello. I want to record a minute. I'm not gonna. Then we had night 2, night 3. Then we have FNaF 2 phone guide transcripts. FNaF 3.
So that's why it's 30 pages.
They're actually, that's only like a couple of the pages. Then we have Sister Location Immortal and the Restless scripts.
That's a surprise.
Mm-hmm. Then we have the Sister Location blueprints.
Vlad.
We got Funtime Freddy and all that.
That's
and then we get the pizza. We get Lefty, Molten Freddy, RASC and SCUP blueprints from Pizzeria Sim.
Yeah.
And then we have the Help Wanted full legal disclaimer.
Did you just say ICUP?
No, I said SCUP. Scalper creation of
That's dangerous.
ulterior presence.
What the hell?
That's the scooper. You didn't. It's SCUP.
You see me pee?
Shut up.
What is this? What? This is a dangerous. It's a dangerously close acronym. Well, I'll give it that.
Yeah. Check chat.
That's super cool. I've seen it before.
Mm-hmm. And then Help Wanted. Oh, we get all the tape transcripts from Help Wanted.
Oh wow. That's probably a bulk of the.
There's like 2 per page.
And to be fair, have you seen Psychic? One of the pages is literally just one of the tapes.
Yeah, it's
like a waste of paper. It's
tape 16. I mean, there's only one left for that one. Then we get special delivery emails.
Oh no / yes. Is that an oh no or an oh yes? I don't know.
It's. I mean, it's an oh. It's something.
It's an oh.
That's actually the emails is the bulk of the pages actually.
Wow.
Let's see. Is there anything circuit board changes?
I don't think it's any of the secret ones, is it?
Yeah, and then we just get the animatronic inventory.
Wow.
That's chapter 14.
So, massive letdown in that department, but
actually, wait. I will say when I was first reading through this and flipping through it, they actually have like the pictures of the Twisted animatronics, and there's a Twisted Chica. I didn't even know that existed. That actually surprised me.
Yeah, I know Twisted Chica exists because of the Funko Pops. That's all I know.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. Also, I love the Twisted animatronics. They're so cool looking.
They are pretty nice.
Too bad they're just in the books. Anyway, so that's chapters 13 and 14. So what do we want to talk about next?
Wow, where do we begin? So
well,
the
where do we
archives
go to
were a
next?
bust.
Where do we go to next? So we just began.
The archives were a bust, but the book itself, in other areas, as far as I know, has shed light on a lot of different things, such as like Fazbear Fright stuff and like lore stuff, like Mike Bro and like Golden Victim and all that stuff. Apparently exists.
Should we
now?
just go to?
I mean, like it does.
Should we do FNaF? Not FNaF. The
Listen,
Fazbear
I don't have
Frights?
the book.
Should we go to
I don't know.
Should we do Fazbear Fights next?
Sure.
All right. So, first of all, we learned that the epilogues are called Stitchwraith Stingers, which is interesting.
Which I think is a dumb name.
Yeah, we know.
Why?
Stitchwraith Saga sounds better.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean Stitchwraith Stingers doesn't sound good.
And we need to talk about the
all right.
biggest thing with the Stitchwraith Stingers. Let me read you this. When talking about it related elements, the fire. The incident shown in Pizzeria Simulator and its aftermath are revisited via police evidence. It seems that Concept's plan did not work exactly as intended. The puppet. Larson pulls the puppet from an evidence locker where evidence from the Pizzeria Simulator fire is housed.
Oh boy. And so it begins. So I've heard different things just over the days, over the little like, is everything canon to the games? Are the games events just in the other timeline as well? What's the deal? Is it only the Stitchwraith Saga ones? Is it the other ones? How do we know which is which? It's a mess, and I think obviously it can't all be canon in the game timeline.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, stop real quick.
What?
I'm looking through the related elements, and one of them is Andrew's origins.
Yes.
Andrew's
I've
spirit
never
is possessed the battery pack that powered Fetch. That's it. So,
Yeah.
Andrew was Fetch. Or possessed Fetch. Or possessed
Right,
the
and
battery
that's
pack.
it?
That's
And
it.
Yeah,
it?
we were told that in Epilogue 3, I think.
Well, I mean, we knew he was in there, but it's like...
And we thought he was possessing other things because he, like,
Mhm.
exploded in Man in Room 1280, but we
Yeah,
later
he-
found out
he
that
did,
was,
didn't
like, Eleanor, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
we found
really?
out more of the stuff we thought was Andrew was actually Eleanor, I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Which...
So if it's just saying that Andrew was just Fetch,
was...
that's interesting.
No, never mind. I was going to say something stupid that didn't make sense.
Anyways, what do you guys think about Fazbear Fright's canon to the games? I personally think they can't all be canon because of stuff like Prankster and In the Flesh. Because those are obviously supposed to be
Well,
representing the VR game companies, but they're two different
Hmm.
companies with two different sets of characters, and they're different sets of characters from the games, because there's no Jeremy in either
I
of
think
them.
I've heard 3 different things. I've heard either the books aren't canon at all of Fazbear Frights is canon, or it's just the Stitch Wraith kind of saga.
those are like the 3 options.
Personally, I think it's a mix
Yeah.
of 2 and 3. I think all the Stitch Wraiths are canon, but I think all the Fazbear Frights are canon to Stitch Wraith.
At first, I believed that, but I actually don't think they're in the same continuity anymore.
Well, then we're gonna disagree.
Yeah, I'm
don't get me
honestly,
wrong. I really want them to be.
Now, I think it comes down to, and it's tricky because it's like, obviously with the Ultimate Guide, we were hoping it would be some more literal information. We'd get some more direct pointers. But it's once again coming down to interpretation as far as, like, how much of this are we gonna accept as, like, this is implying this or this doesn't imply this. And I haven't done, like, full, like, deep dives into this, but just from, like, general knowledge, I think, like, just the timeline of the Fazbear Frights just doesn't work with the game's timeline. I
Well,
think.
Inky, would you say that at least Stitch Wraith singers are canon?
I don't know, because I don't think it's too far-fetched to assume that
Fetch.
that the that the FNaF 6 fire could have still happened in the Fazbear Frights. But then again, like, it's tricky because it's like how far
But
how many excuses are you willing to make?
Yeah, it says
Yeah,
the Pizzeria
yeah.
Simulator fire. It literally says from the FNAF 6 game. Like, it's not from, like, it says the
Okay.
Pizzeria Simulator fire.
The
which-
way I see it is all of the game events happen up until Pizzeria Simulator or something. Actually, no, that doesn't work. Never mind.
Yeah,
I was
you have to do like these mental jumps. Like how much, like, what are the exceptions? Like, because
just thinking like
You could
Pizzeria
say, like-
Simulator. The events of Pizzeria Simulator and the fire can happen in the games, but it can also happen in a separate continuity.
yes, and I was gonna say something along those lines, but like when you think about it, then like what's the difference? Like
Yeah.
if they happen in both timelines, are they not the same timeline? Because
yeah.
it would be
and
because, like,
and it even
yeah,
says
it's-
Cassette's main plan did not go to plan, which we know happened in the games because William Afton is back.
yeah,
So
unfortunately.
yeah.
This is where I'm very stuck, and I've got a question. Do you guys think that Security Breach will like shed some light on all of this somehow?
No.
Probably not. If I had to be, if
I
I'm
think-
being honest. Okay, actually,
mean, yeah.
actually no, yes,
Yes, or no?
and no,
It
because
turns out Gregory is just Greg from Fetch.
no,
He's had some
he
past
doesn't.
traumas with a
It
dog.
doesn't match the description of Greg. But
Oh, speaking of descriptions, also we got a bunch of art from the books in the.
yeah, I haven't seen very much of that, and what I do know of the art is that they are annoyingly not accurate to the character descriptions as usual.
Whatever.
So, what I was gonna say is, I think how Afton is handled is very important.
Yeah.
Because think about it like this. So, okay, it's starting to come together in my mind now. So, let's say it's all one timeline. Let's just make that assumption. I don't know if I believe it fully. I don't know, but let's assume it's all one timeline. William Afton gets pretty burnt up in the FNaF 6 fire. Now, ignore the weird continuity error that he was skeletal as Scrap Trap, and in Man in Room 1280 he's still got, like, skin and organs and stuff. You gotta just overlook that, I guess, for this to work. So, he's salvaged from the fire, you could say. He's holding on because of, like, I don't know, because of...
Andrew.
It's because of Andrew, yeah? Andrew fits in somewhere. Who knows? He's some victim somewhere, which is not a good storytelling method, in my opinion, but he exists, and he's keeping William Afton alive in Ultimate Custom Night. Ultimate Custom Night is happening inside his mind. Man in Room 1280 happens. William Afton explodes, and he also, like, bits of him... Oh my gosh, it's all making sense. Bits of him explode into the Fazbear Distribution Center. Some of them get, like, different parts that are going to be involved in the Stitch Wraith, but some of his soul inhabits some leftover computer chips.
Yes.
You see where I'm going?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he's in the Stitch Wraith, but he's also in the chips. Stitch Wraith, all that stuff becomes the Afton amalgamation. Meanwhile, oh gosh, and it hurts to say, meanwhile there's a clone of William Afton in the chips, which the VR companies pick up, and it becomes Glitch Trap. And the other, let's just call it half of Afton, becomes the Afton amalgamation and gets destroyed. So now we've only got, like, half an Afton out there.
Wait.
And we have to pick and choose whether we want to go with In the Flesh or Prankster or Help Wanted here, because they're three very different stories as far as the VR company. But let's just stick with VR, where they get the chips, they do the game, and Glitch Trap comes out of the game essentially. Well, not really, because he Vanny, essentially. So that's like the linear progression, I guess, of, it's making a lot more sense now that I lay it out like that, which I'm not sure I like. So technically they kind of already have explained why William is back. What do you guys think about that? Like the whole FNaF 6 to Man in Room 1280 to split to Glitch Trap and after an amalgamation side dies, Glitch Trap remains.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's a weird one.
Yeah. I don't know.
It makes sense. It makes sense to me, but I don't want it to make sense. Is that
I've been trying to make sense of it for ages now.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's the way it wanted us to go.
Yeah, I don't know anything anymore. This is kind of like, when we did the predictions the other day and we're talking about like, oh, it's the big day for FNaF. We're gonna, obviously it got leaked that day, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, it got so a little background real quick. It got leaked like 10 minutes after we were done recording.
Yeah,
literally.
that was very
It was kind of funny.
It was funny though, yeah.
We were like 7th of December, put it on your calendars. 2 minutes later.
But remember how I was saying like it was going to be all or nothing?
Yeah.
I was wrong because it wasn't all and it wasn't nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, we have a frustrating mix in between, which I think is closer to the nothing because it means that we don't get super outright explained things and the debate's just going to go on. But we didn't get nothing either, so I guess there's that.
Yeah. But people still think we got some like, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? It's some info that people think is canon. Because the whole Into the Pit page that made people think we got some lore, I guess.
And what's on that page?
It just blatantly says, let me read it to you.
It's missing children's incident.
Yeah, missing children's incident. Oswald follows where he finds it. Just straight up calls it the missing children's incident. Like
interesting.
Like it doesn't call it a Freddy Fazbear's murder or anything. It just
it's hard because you don't know what they mean. You don't know how trustworthy this is.
Yeah, and they're not missing.
I thought this was made. I thought this was overseen by Scott though.
Oh no, not about that. I believe this was all like done by Scott, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know, but like, we don't know if we can take the title, the missing children's incident that it says, and directly link it to that, or just like it's a parallel to that.
Because there are inconsistencies. Like there's 6 children. They're not really well hidden, so they're not really missing.
Mm-hmm.
All it's gonna take is someone to walk into that room, which we see and which we hear after when he leaves. There's all like police and everywhere, so they're not missing. So how? That's just this book summarized. How?
Yeah, just how. I remember. I think it was Blazing made like a list of things that he thought was like just confirmed. It was like a full on like paragraph.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but we gotta take everything with a pinch of
Yeah,
salt.
like the whole thing. Like people like say like, oh, things are confirmed now. Nothing's ever confirmed.
Yeah, and I wish they were. They're clinging to hope. They're clinging to hope.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, I don't blame them for. That's what we were doing in that prediction episode, where it's like, this is it. This is where we get it.
I mean, yeah.
But we didn't
I'd
get
say
that.
things like...
It's back to... Nothing's changed, really. We have some more confusing information that may or may not confirm things. And we're not back to square one, but let's say we're at square two. We have a little bit more to work with, but at the end of the day, nothing has changed.
I'd say things like MCI 85 are like bigger than ever now because of this sort of information.
Yeah, things are definitely like gonna be more popular again. Like certain theories are kind of going out of style, Mike Victim, BV Fifth.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean anything's confirmed, which is what we really needed. I think we all agreed.
Yeah.
So what do we do going forward?
Well, you ready for more
We wait.
parallels, more books? Tales from the Pizza Flex.
This was,
boy.
I mean, yeah. Going back to the other episode though, this was kind of it. This was the turning point.
Although,
Like we're gonna get more books, and they're gonna do exactly what this did. Like this was the big chance to solve all the past stuff.
underscore,
Yeah.
see, underscore, like, you'd think he would be like, because I remember he was like, if this isn't, I'm done, basically. And I was talking with him in the Dark Rooms chat in Ozone server, and and someone was like,
pretty enthusiastic
yeah,
about what we got.
someone was like, honestly, it's nice to hear the book was actually good, and that underscore doesn't have to become a casual FNaF enjoyer. And his response was, "Pfft, casual FNaF enjoyer? Nah, this book is hype." So underscore, like, the most critical of us, I would have thought, is like, this is a good book.
Biggest flip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about the whole canonicity thing. I just think unless all of the stories are kind of like in the same continuity, this isn't going to be solved. Because there's stories, for example.
We need clarification, but
Yeah. For example, with like Sergio's Lucky Day, we know that's in 1995, and it doesn't really fit in with the Stitch Wraith story all that much, unless you can say like Andrew is possessing it, but we don't know about that. And it doesn't really fit in with the game timeline all that much. So you could say that they're in both, but it doesn't have any connections, and so like
also,
we can't really
I don't think Andrew
say
can,
one or the other.
I don't think Andrew can really possess it, because if we're going with the narrative that Man in Room 1280 is after FNAF 6, then Andrew's not really around
Yeah.
to do that.
So what I'm saying is like this story just has got nothing to do with Stitch Wraith. It's got nothing to do with the game timeline, so it could be in both, and we just wouldn't know.
Right, and if that logic applies to one of the stories, it could apply to any.
It applies to a lot of the others, yeah.
You guys want to talk
Almost any
about?
story.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm looking through the book, and I was gonna make a joke about how FNAF 6 is a lie because there's 6 days. And I just realized that the certificate of completion picture, it's so low quality, and it's kind of funny. Like,
Also, technically, it's not a lie, because if you notice, like the title of FNAF 6 is not FNAF. It's
yeah, I know.
Freddy
It's
Fazbear's
yeah, I know. But like the game, like,
maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they changed the title for that one, because there's more nights.
But the title hasn't changed for Security Breach, which means it's going to be 5 nights.
True, perhaps.
That is the theory.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I don't know if there is anymore.
Going into this episode, kind of a little bit sad moment here.
Mhm.
Just a little bit. Going into this episode, I didn't really know what to expect. I haven't seen a lot of the Ultimate Guide stuff, but like going through this, the whole realization, like, this wasn't. I don't mean it like it wasn't. I'm not saying it wasn't enough, because like I'm sure it's a good book. It gave us a lot of stuff to talk about, but it's not enough in the regards that, as far as what the theorist community needed.
Yeah.
And I think I
That's
might be
FNAF,
going
yeah.
back. I think I might be going back to what I said last time, where I think that's it. I don't think we're ever gonna get it. So I think, I don't know. I might be a little dramatic, and I know I've done this before, so it doesn't mean all that much. But I may be hanging up my FNAF theorist cap here and just casually enjoying the games.
Yeah.
I actually agree with that. I'm starting to go on that side a bit.
I'm also tempted to agree with you, honestly.
It's unfortunate, but I mean, we're gonna have content to talk about. We're gonna have Security Breach. That'll
I was
probably.
about to say. Yeah.
So-
As far as
How do
long
you
as,
guys? So, you go first, Inky, because I'm.
yeah,
about to
I'm
leave
just
in 10
saying,
minutes.
like, I'm hoping, in a way, I hope Security Breach answers questions, but at the same time, I hope it doesn't, so that we can talk about it and theorize about it more self-contained.
Yeah.
Because, like, if we can, like, theorize about Security Breach, what does this mean? What's this gonna be? What comes next? Because we really don't know. Like, is FNAF gonna be just like Mario and Zelda, where it's like every few years we're gonna get another game? Like, what's gonna happen with Security Breach and the books? So we'll have stuff to talk about, but it's like, man,
Honestly,
the closing point for the old series, and we don't have anything. We don't have closure.
I think that FNaF is unsolvable. And I'm kind of sick of theories because I feel like the theory community kind of like ruins the game, like for
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Like we can't go into the books for fun because it's bad. They don't give us good lore. The books have to be canon or they're bad. Like Security Breach, this should be the last FNaF game because the lore needs to end. Like the lore's ended because we can't solve it. Who cares anymore?
I just want to say,
I hope Scott Cawthon like sees that.
yeah, I hope so.
Like,
And like you said, I hope the Security Breach is kind of self-contained.
yeah. This is kind of like a really like defeat-filled episode because
I'm sad, honestly. Like I'm just
psychic. This like obviously for you, this is obviously. I mean, like sort of. We're still defeated, but for Ozone and I remember over the past like year or two, like a big part of like not like Ozone's channel and Ozone's server is just like we've been trying to build back up the community, to be an example of like the not toxic theorists. And so yeah,
Look at us now.
for us specifically, I mean, I don't want to like exclude you or anything, but like for us specifically, this is like our quest has come to an end, and it's not how we wanted it.
Oh, you can include me that. Remember the inspiration for the podcast was the do all FNaF theorists think the same? And one of the questions was, is FNaF solvable? And I was like, yeah, it is.
And I was just about to mention that first few episodes of this podcast, I'm pretty sure we asked that question. I straight up said no, and everyone else said yes. And now look at you guys.
This is the depression arc.
I got the in the flesh thing, so I'm happy about that.
Should we lie down on the floor and like gaze at the stars or something? And I don't know.
Ozone, we're in a dark room. There's no stars.
Inky, can we put glowy stars on the ceiling?
Did you know all the stars in the night sky are dead already?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is depressing.
So
What has this episode become? This is just the sad room podcast.
The sad room podcast.
I'm just glad we've got this season.
Episode.
We've just got.
You know what? This is just gonna be a read through of the book. Let's start with chapter 10. Chapter 10.
I can't do
Once
this.
upon a time.
Wait,
there was
listen.
an
Let me finish. Chapter 10. Special delivery. The VR the VR format of Help Wanted and Curse of Dreadbear allowed players to insert themselves into terrifying worlds of FNaF. But with the success of the game, an interesting question arose. What if FNaF fans could insert FNaF into the real world? Special Delivery aimed to answer that question with a horrifying new premise and a massive expansion of game lore. You play as a user of Fazbear Funtime service, in which animatronics are sent to your home at random or by other players. But something is wrong. Far from delivering a gift or performing, these animatronics arrive with more sinister aims, fending off enemy nets as you fending off enemy nets as you components to build. Oh, fending off enemy nets you components to build animatronics of your own, to send after your friends, or to salvage for more parts. But with any FNaF game, things aren't as they appear. Yeah.
Alright, I have one thing to say to that, and it's kind of a long thing to say.
Is it rant time?
No, not quite. I think we need something to lighten the mood, so I'm gonna do my best. I present to you FNaF AR, but it's Pokemon Go. I wanna be the very best. Like no one ever was. To punch Freddy is my task, and to scrap them is my cause. I will travel across my house, searching far and wide, to get Remnant to understand the power that's inside
Of the robots?
FNaF AR. Gotta catch 'em all, you and me. We'll never get DLC. They are. Oh, you're my worst friend. In this house we must defend. FNaF AR, gotta catch 'em all. It's not so true. My phone can't run this thing at all. I won't play you and you can't teach me. FNaF AR, gonna punch Freddy. FNaF AR.
Bravo! Oh, sorry.
Are you playing FNaF AR? After all I just
Pokemon
did.
Go update.
Oh my gosh, the DLC line was perfect.
Yeah, that was
We
the.
got the fun time package, guys. Press yes to experience the best we have to offer. For the
How did we get to FNaF AR? Oh my gosh. Speaking of FNaF AR, don't you guys love the cover of Freddy Frostbear?
No.
I want to go sleep and cry.
Yeah, well, guess what, Inky? We are at 46 minutes. We still need to talk more.
We still need to conclude our depression arc in time for Security Breach.
True. Do we actually want to talk about... it doesn't matter. By the time this goes up, it won't matter. So I was going to say, do we want to talk about our plans, but it...
It doesn't. Nothing.
we'll
None of
talk
it.
about
None of it
it.
matters anymore.
Okay, sir. Okay, but okay. Let's actually get back on topic for the Ultimate Guide.
Yeah.
I think it's actually still a pretty decent book. Like looking at like the game maps. That it's interesting to me. Like, and just seeing seeing the AI
don't get me wrong.
settings.
The book is amazing,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got like a really good information in it actually, and it sums up everything really well. I just wish, I don't know, is it too bad to like wish for more?
I don't
like,
think
better
so
lore?
because it was like this was it. This was the chance. This is probably the last thing we're gonna get for the first series of games. So this
I
was.
feel like we have got stuff though, so I can't be unappreciative. But
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
But
Like,
do
it's
we have
not
enough
all
to
and it's
solve
not
it?
nothing.
Do we have enough to solve it? I don't think so.
No,
We
no,
don't.
not at all. And that's what we really needed. So it's not an all or nothing, but like I said, it's closer to the nothing than to the all. But Mike, bro, I've heard that like that's like in contention
Yeah.
because it's like what page is that on? Like what is it talking about?
I don't remember, but it says Michael Afton, aka you, aka the player character, aka the older brother, something like that.
Yeah.
I can
So
look for it.
do most people sort of like think that that's pretty solid information there?
Yeah, I would say so. Let me find it.
I mean, at least there's that.
Yeah, we got Mike Bro, which means which means here it is.
Mike
The
Bro.
older son, Michael Afton, aka you. This calls him the older son.
And is that like on some kind of like theories page?
Nope. It's
Really?
So like it's
that in the
well, it's in
FNaF
lore. It's in lores and
system?
theories. Oh, lores and theory. Michael Afton, and then the next page is FNaF or fan theories, a family affair. Then there's the younger son, the bite victim, and then there's the older son, the daughter Elizabeth Afton, aka Circus Baby.
I
Interesting.
mean, I'd say that's pretty confirmed.
Here, let me read. The theory seems confirmed by the. Oh wait, the older son, Michael Afton, aka you. This theory seems confirmed by the game. In the final cutscene, you call William father and state your name, Michael. Remember, I saw Mike taped to the keypad of the elevator. Strangely, the 8-bit entered cutscene. When you come back to life, it's Circus Baby's voice, your sister's voice, that seems to bring you back. And then for the bite victim,
It's the fact that
William Afton seems to have been watching the bite victim in FNaF 4 between cameras, feeds, in the private room. So, Will Plush, basically.
it's the fact that it's not like Michael Afton, and then it goes through, is he the older brother, and then it goes through, is he the younger brother? It's not like two sides of
Yeah.
an argument. It's
Yeah.
just describing the older brother side.
But I do feel like people are gonna latch onto the seems to be,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
which is why it solves nothing.
William Afton. Wait, let me read the younger son, the bite victim. The younger son, the bite victim. William Afton seems to be watching the bite victim through FNaF North, camera feeds, blah blah blah. In the private room, and then the parts of the break room map matching with the layout of FNaF 4 house. Plus Fredbear's line at the close of FNaF 4 says, I'll put you back together. Sound familiar? It's the same thing Michael Afton said during the last custom night scene in Sister Location. I will put her back together, just like you asked me to. Could this mean that the younger son was also put back together in a similar manner and is possessing an animatronic?
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I don't see very many ways to mic victim out of that one.
Yeah, that, and it's like, and let me go back to FNaF 4, because I believe there's something about him possessing Golden Freddy. You guys talk while I find it. Man,
Ozone, how are you
this is supposed to be Underscore's job. Why am I doing it?
The one episode, well, not the one episode, one of the few episodes Underscore couldn't make it.
It's like his thing.
Yeah.
He's missing the depression arc. He's probably not even in a depression arc.
He's always been depressed.
But now he's not, because he likes the book. We've swapped.
Yeah.
We've switched.
Let's all do
this is sad.
monotone voices now.
Well, we have to be.
This is
Well, I think
sad.
we're gonna like. Sorry, lost my train of thought. Yeah, no, we're gonna be fine for the next episode for Security Breach.
Yeah.
This is just our, you know the plot. Like we start out all adventurous and happy, then we get humbled by this freaking book, and we get sad, and then we have to I don't know, talk to the ghost of Obi-Wan or something, and like get a pep talk.
What?
You know, like the mentor character who died in the first half of the movie. He's like, "You got this, kid," and then we get up and play Security Breach. that's the arc.
Speaking
That's
of
the
Security
plan.
Breach, basically
So-
there's this troll account on Twitter.
Steel Wool
that has the
Studios?
same Twitter handle.
I love it.
Yeah, that's the same Twitter handle as
I
Steel
love
Wool.
it. I love it.
And they just tweeted, decided to change the price of Security Breach from $39.99 to $199.99. We hope you still purchase.
We hope you still purchase. All right, real quick,
will.
on the FNaF 4, some people have been debating over, like, again, word choice, because it says night 3, the girl with pigtails along your walk home reveals that the animatronics come to life at night, and that if you die, they hide your body, never tell anyone. The wording reveals is like, what, it's like, oh, is it revealing, like, they're just saying, or is it like, really like, oh, this is actually a reveal, like, word choice, come on.
Yep. And because that was pointed out, I think there's still debate about the MCI. And I don't think that's ever going to stop. Because if they didn't point that line out, maybe like, oh, Fazbear Frights takes priority. But then we had the inconsistencies of earlier.
Yeah.
And we're doomed!
Okay. So, fan theories, what's up with Fredbear? It seems clear that someone is spying on the bite victim. Between the creepy way the Fredbear Plus follows him around in the FNaF 4 night and minigames, and the FNaF 5 camera feed and sits to the location, private room. Why though? Could it be because the child saw what they saw at the pizzeria, or because the keeper of the cameras knows how dangerous the animatronics are? At the end of the game, the Fredbear Plush does give you a clue about the bite victim's fate. You're broken, I'm still here, I'll put you back together. Based on similar wording in Sister Location, could this mean whoever is spying wants the bite victim's soul into an animatronic? Is this line coming from the creator of the animatronics, either Henry or William Afton? Could the bite victim ultimately possess Golden Freddy, who many fans believe to be an old Fredbear Springlock suit? That's what that page says.
Interesting.
So it puts forward some ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And do we take the fact that it put forth those ideas as implication that those ideas are true, or just that they're ideas? And the problem is, people can do either, however they want.
Exactly.
This
Well,
is just
Inky,
build a bear FNaF lore.
Well, Inky, I have something for you to make you feel better. One thing that it says is pretty, like, so what it says is, based on similar wording, does this mean whoever is spying wants to put the bite victim into an animatronic? That implies that it's like, oh, someone is definitely spying through the Fredbear plush, which would be William, which would debunk all like the Charlie plush and the Elizabeth plush and the Cassidy plush and the Susie plush and all the other stuff.
I mean, I guess,
Susie Blush.
but like, I don't know. It doesn't really make sense either, though, because like, especially in the last cutscene,
the only thing I would say is like the color changes.
Yeah, the color change is it's weird.
I would say like
It's a mess.
if I would say this, if nobody is possessing the plushie, then the brother is speaking at first, and then William speaks. If no one is possessing the plushie, because the brother's like, "I'm sorry, I'm still here. We're still friends."
You know, that makes a little bit of sense. I'll give you that. It would also make sense as to why their speech, their color text is similar, because family.
Yeah.
And Williams is a little bit more faded.
I think that's wrong because doesn't the older brother have a text dialogue color already?
Oh yeah, he already does. Yeah, what are we talking about? He talks throughout the whole game. Yeah, never mind.
I am so done with this franchise.
Hey, listen. See, that's a good theory discussion. That's a good theory. I give out an idea. We talk about it. We realize, oh, maybe that's not correct, and we move on.
That's just the future. That's all we've got. Depression art.
Do we want to talk about FNaF 6 Day 1 Monday?
What about it?
I don't know.
I want to talk about breakfast tomorrow.
It's a Monday.
This is like the most depressing episode of the Dark Rooms ever.
This is the Depression Art, the Sad Rooms podcast. This is the
is that the title? Is that
I don't know.
The title is Did We Solve FNaF? The answer is no. Boom, clickbait. Boom, we're good. Get 1 billion views.
Did we solve FNaF? No. We found depression. That's it. Go home. There's nothing left except security breach.
I love how
this is the low point before the skyrocket of security breach.
This is why Matt Pat started doing Minecraft theories.
True.
Honestly. And they're so good.
They actually are good.
They actually are, yeah.
Because there's no wrong answers. Because Minecraft is Minecraft.
Yeah, it's Minecraft. Yeah. People don't care as much there.
And Minecraft doesn't make an ultimate guide where it says...
And Minecraft doesn't
maybe
make
a grass block
fight
could be stone block, but it also could be wood block.
Oh!
True.
We need to talk about this page. Dark Rooms.
Grass block duo?
Grass block duo?
Grass block duo?
Hi. And welcome to the End Island podcast.
The End Island podcast.
That's happening on Inkwell 2. Inkwell 2, the End Island podcast.
Why don't you do that? I wanna switch to Minecraft.
Just a sub-series, another pod. Yeah, because we're definitely not gonna be taking a break in a couple of weeks because of burnout. Yeah, we definitely can do 2 podcasts.
Can we talk about that? Let's talk about that.
I was gonna go.
Are we talking? Well, let's talk about it next episode.
Yeah, next episode. That's more relevant.
I think we should kind of introduce.
Okay. I mean, sure. So, here, everybody, hello, audience. If you're still listening, and haven't cried yourself to sleep,
who is still listening?
We have an announcement. So, the 4 of us been feeling a little bit burnt out. Nothing crazy. Don't worry about it. We're gonna be fine. We're still gonna do a security breach episode and then some more content later. But after the season finale, which will be premiering live, today, I think, when this is going up.
Yes, we'll be in Ozone server, but I don't know if this will be up. Actually, yeah, it probably will if we record at normal time. You can join the server and be part of the season finale.
Yes, do that. And we're going to be talking about security breach, our final predictions. Then we're going to do... Next week we do a follow-up of our first impressions. Then we're going on a little bit of a break. So, yeah.
Don't worry, this is not the end of the Dark Rooms podcast. It's just a little break because we've all been feeling burnt out, and it's been it's been a little bit unorganized. This has been a pretty unorganized episode.
Yeah, it makes sense. This is the sad episode. Everybody's
speaking of organization,
this is the end of the Sad Rooms podcast.
Yeah, the absolute end of the Sad Rooms podcast. I haven't even put in a description for episode 23.
Oh,
in the description, I need to do that.
We're falling apart.
Yeah, we're just gonna take a break. We're gonna be recharging. Thank you for understanding.
Yeah, and we also want to thank you for all the support on the podcast. Before this podcast, Ozone _ and I had the Happiest Day podcast, which lasted 3 episodes?
You didn't have me.
We did not have
I think it lasted 3.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because it lasted 2 episodes. So the fact that we have been able to make, like, it's going to be 25 episodes of this podcast with such
25
consistent
years
support, such consistent support,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Episode
we
one
just have
is-
to thank you.
Episode 1 is 50 views away
wow.
from 1,000.
And we got to interview D. Husta,
Oh,
and all these other
my
cool
God,
guests.
That's like a
And-
highlight of my life. Right
yeah, yeah, totally.
And so just thank you all so much for making this possible. And this is not the end of the Dark Rooms podcast. Well, we're going to probably repeat this whole spiel tomorrow
Mhm.
when we do the live. Or today. Yeah, today! Everybody, yeah. So we're going to say this again, but we mean it, so...
Don't worry, we're gonna make it to 1,000 episodes, so don't worry.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Actually, I do want to hit 100. I know it's
I think,
crazy.
I mean, 100's possible
Yeah,
if
it's
we have
possible.
enough to talk about. Yeah.
We have
Listen,
4 series.
it's FNaF. We're not gonna be. We're not going anywhere. We're not gonna be leaving you guys anytime soon. There's too much to talk about, honestly.
True. Even if we're in the sad mode
You've
and
jinxed
things
it.
are sad and
Oh
everything
gosh.
is a dead
Knock
end.
on wood. I'm knocking on wood. So it's there. We go.
And like, if all else fails, we'll just make more crappy song parodies of FNaF
That was amazing.
For-
though.
We should
for
do
an
that.
hour an hour each
The
day.
other day on my Discord, someone
Right,
was
so-
like, "When is the Dark Rooms music channel coming?"
It's
So we should do
today.
Remember the whole. What was it? It was the rap battle saga.
Oh my god!
Oh,
diss
the
tracks?
diss tracks. Yeah, the diss tracks of May 2021.
Yeah.
That was the time. Wow.
I made one of Psychic, but I never posted it.
Yeah, and now the beta track is part of the Inkwell SMP movie
Yeah.
OST.
Actually, yeah. I don't think that was been revealed yet, but yeah. The song,
fact.
the start of the diss track was actually used in scene 2 of the Inkwell SMP movie, which
is
is
coming out soon.
It's coming out soon, and if you want to subscribe and for when that checks out, I think it's gonna be a great video.
And if you don't
Shameless
do
self-promotion.
Minecraft stuff and you're just FNAF, that's cool too.
Yeah, totally fine. Make sure you subscribe. It's free. You can always unsubscribe later.
Psychic, I think it's
Actually, no. Before we leave, I actually have one more thing to say. I have one more page to read. Page
Okay.
120 and 121. FNAF VR Dark Rooms.
yes, a fitting end.
For God's sake!
Plus trap, land on the X. Similar to the Night Sword minigames of FNAF 4, the animatronic
Hey.
starts at the end of the hallway and slowly comes towards you. Make sure he lands on the X, and that makes him very, very sad. And then he's gone. And have I been muted yet? I can't tell if this is a joke. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yes.
still hear you.
Oh, I turned my volume all the way down, and I was like, my light's still on. How long did it
We're
take?
just
I was
sad.
gonna fade. Hold on. Let me try that. Wait, let me try that again real quick. Yeah. So, yeah, you gotta land on the X, and then.
Oh, did you like fade yourself out? Nice. That's good. Do we just end it there, or
Wait,
Should we
I'm
just-
so confused.
Psychic did a cool editing thing where it's like, yeah. Well, yeah. A cool
I'll bring
technical.
myself back in. Hi, everybody. I'm back. I just there's a little slider in OBS where it's like how much of your audio is recorded, and I slid that all the way down, so you guys couldn't hear me for
Okay.
a second.
Do you want to hear an exclusive performance of the Psychic diss track that was unreleased?
Sure.
Let's save that for tomorrow. You know.
Oh, actually, yeah. Okay, we
Okay.
could. Well, then we're on the topic of it.
Well, it's actually today for people who are watching this on day of release.
I need to stop saying tomorrow. It breaks immersion.
It does. Well, also like for anyone who listens to it anytime other than the 12th of December at 12 p.m.
Yeah. Time, fun stuff right there.
All right, I think we've officially run out of things to say.
I think we've rambled in our sorrows long enough.
This has been one of the weirdest podcast videos we've ever recorded. Ozone got
for sure.
married, or at least engaged.
Yeah,
I sang-
I'm not inviting you guys to my wedding.
Oh,
What?
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna okay this. What?
Can we use the venue of the Darkroom Shack to have the wedding?
Sure.
You're gonna want to make sure you're marrying like the right person. Like it could be easily
I haven't even
confused in
seen
here.
I haven't even seen Oxygen's face yet.
Okay.
I mean, hey, looks aren't everything. It's personality, right?
No.
Let's close out this episode of the Dark Rooms
No.
podcast.
I have something I have one last thing to say. Ozone, I hope you realize, Stitchy's gonna draw this in like a billion times now. I hope you're happy.
Anyway, I think we're gonna see all of you in the finale of the Dark Room.
The season finale.
Season finale.
We don't want to scare them. Imagine like we were like super popular and like people would be like people making YouTube videos like Dark Room's ending, like fading us.
That would be really funny.
Oh,
Nobody do that.
no. Oh no, I said it. I did the thing on the internet where I say imagine someone does it and someone does it. Dang it! All right, before I'm
gonna do it.
Okay, you can do it, but you know what I'm gonna do, Ozone? You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
The outro. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you, or at least listening to this episode, because it could be on Spotify. And we'll see you guys next time. Say bye, guys.
FNaF AR.
Bye.
Bye.
FNaF AR, yeah, I gotta catch him all.
I play Freddy Mongo every day.
Every day I play Freddy Mongo.
I play FNaF AR.